just built this glowing box. And it all started with this desk. The original idea of having a slanted desk so that sketching would be easier was not working because everything was sliding off. So I took off the legs and salvaged just the beautiful piece of maple that I refurbished from a junkyard. I played with different heights for my glowing box and ended up at 42 inches. That was the height for me that I felt comfortable writing on while standing. I went to my garage and took down a piece of spare plywood that I had from my last backyard office. It almost fell on me, but I barely caught it. Using the piece of wood that I got from the desk as a template, I made the rest of the sides for the box. With the sides cut, I glued and brad nailed them together, then reinforced it with screws. Okay, this next part won't make a lot of sense unless I explain what exactly this glowing box is for. This is my portable recording studio, specifically for overhead shots. A good recording studio needs good acoustics, so I put up acoustic panelings on all sides of the box, except for the work surface. I then attached the rest of the box to the work surface, again using screws so that I can transport this if needed. So recently I got a new toy, and I was really excited to try it out, so I tried making some legs. But I was using it for the first time and made the legs in a dumb order, so they ended up being wobbly and I took them off. Besides, the end result looked like a Star Wars walker. I brought what I had made up until this point inside, then got to work on the lighting. I knew I wanted a soft overhead light, so I got to work on cutting the hole for that first. The light from the bulb itself was too harsh, so I put some diffusing cloth over it to diffuse it and make it a softer light. The cool thing about the light that I chose is that it's controllable, so I can come up with all different colors for different settings. Which brings me to the accent light, an Edison bulb. Using a scrap piece of wood that I had lying around, I cut a quick hole in it and then fed the Edison bulb through it, making a really easy lamp. I love the look of it, and I also remember reading this study that having one around helps with creativity. Reason being the symbolism that it has in our minds. Think of a light bulb moment. When you finally get that idea, that's a lot of what creativity is. It's thinking of these random new ideas. And having this around will hopefully spark that for me. Finally, I needed a way to mount the camera. So I got this arm with multiple hinges so that I can find the perfect shot and line everything up just the way I want it. With everything complete, I grabbed my camera to see what it would look like. I liked how it turned out. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is so that I can design for all of you, and not just sketch out some cool drawings, but also explain what I'm thinking about as I'm sketching these and how I would approach it from an engineer's perspective. This can go anywhere from a tiny house to a backyard office to a shed to literally anything. What I'm saying is, I'm ready to go. You just give me the idea. So please, put it in the comments below and let's get designing.